So here we have the new 5 Series. First thing that gets me, that's a nice touch, isn't it? M Sport colours on the key. Yeah, big fan of that. Let's go. So this is the 530D xDrive M Sport. So xDrive meaning 4-wheel drive. The G30, the 5 Series BMW. What car's car of the year? Overall winner. Now that means that this car, this is special, but it also means that it's the best car to come out this year. And as we know, there are so many good cars coming out this year, but this is the best one. So what makes it the best one? The xDrive system in this just gives you so much confidence. When you're out on the lanes, you can really sling it into some corners, which is just something that you wouldn't expect to be able to do in a car like this, but it's astounding. It really is. Under the bonnet is a 3-litre diesel engine. It's one that will rev all the way up to 5,000 on the clock. That's quite a lot for a diesel. So it's 3 litre and it gives you 265 brake horsepower. That's enough to get you from 0 to 62 in 5.4 seconds. Yeah, you heard me right. That's quick. But now imagine what the M5 is going to be like. That's going to be something else. The car's also got Driving Assistance Plus, and it's a phenomenal bit of tech. Rather than cruising along, minding its own business, the system will, if the road lanes are clearly marked, steer itself and keep the car within lane. You won't need to touch the steering wheel. It will also monitor what's going on in front of you. But not only the car in front, the radars and cameras will actually monitor further ahead. It's impressive beyond belief. So when conditions allow, this car will actually, for up to 30 seconds, go in complete autopilot mode. You won't need to do anything. But obviously don't do that, because this is purely a safety feature. This car's got the optional extra of adaptive dampers. With them, the car's such a smooth ride. Even with this being the M Sport trim with its massive alloys, bumps are almost non-existent. The car actually studies how I'm driving and will alter the suspension settings accordingly, essentially making the driving experience much more enjoyable.
Some more eye-catching curves and creases has disguised the fact that this G30 model has got bigger. It's slightly wider and slightly longer than its predecessor, but you wouldn't necessarily know it because of those subtle changes. It's more aerodynamic and it's 100 kilograms lighter. This particular model is the M Sport model, which gives you a racier look. Larger front and rear bumpers, subtle side skirts, and bigger 19-inch wheels. This particular model that we have had 20-inch wheels. I think we can all agree it looks stunning. Still pretty conventional, but the M Sport kit gives it that edge that I personally love. Some of you BMW lovers out there might feel that this is a nod to the E39 M5 with the looks of this thing. I would agree, there is an air of that modern classic. When we jump inside, it is where this thing really starts to show off. The fact that it's modelled on the impressive and iconic 7 Series should get you salivating. A big highlight is the infotainment system. This screen is larger than some televisions I've owned, and the rotary controller is easy to use. Nothing groundbreaking. As I've said before, I like simple. But those who don't want to use the rotary controller, it's touchscreen as well. But those who wanted some real top of the range class, this has been upgraded with the gesture control system, which was first seen on the 7 Series. I can adjust volume, access different menus, and accept or decline incoming phone calls. Other gadgets include, as standard, heated seats and sat-nav, heads-up display, look, there it is. The colours change when you flip it into Sport and Eco mode. Unfortunately, this car doesn't make you a coffee when you wake up to go to work in the morning, and it doesn't tuck you in at night, but everything else is covered. It is an add-on for the hugely popular Apple CarPlay. It's about £235. Obviously I would love to come this as standard, but I'm really not that bothered at all that it's not fitted as standard. Plus, I don't need that add-on to be able to do cool stuff like charge my phone wirelessly. Other practical improvements include extra legroom and a bigger boot. Now, I have been in some nice cars, but with this tech and this interior, I'm not afraid in saying that this is the best yet. So here we are, the new 5 Series, and speaking to a 5 Series owner.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you make of it?
I absolutely love it. For a car like this, you wouldn't have thought it would tick every box, but it does. Performance, yeah, it ticks it. It's fantastic. Diesel as well, so you're not going to spend every 5 minutes in the petrol station. And the luxury level of it it's almost second to none. BMW have just raised the bar with this one.
I've got to agree. I absolutely agree. They have. They really have. And talking about how'd you get one. Now, a big thank you to Fairfield BMW for giving us this car for the day. If you get down to Fairfield BMW on the 127 in Southend, if you get down there and test drive one of these, you will find a way to make one yours, to own one. They're about £50,000,
right.
brand new, with add-ons with the M Sport body kit. It goes up to sort of 57, 58,000. But like any good dealership, which Fairfield are, they will. I'm sure they'll be able to sort something out for you in terms of finance or monthly payments.
I'm sure they will. Thank you, Fairfield.
Yeah, thank you Fairfield, and get down there, seriously, you won't regret it.
Off to sort some finance.